What's up, Facebook and Instagram? You guys are here cooking at Crest with Chef Hugh Stewart. So, what are we doing here today? Well, we're going to make this fantastic risotto. It is fall, so we're going to start seeing more fall dishes, more warm comfort food kind of stuff. I was fortunate enough to stumble upon these beautiful chanterelle mushrooms, guys. Look at that. Boom. So, and I found these, and then I had opportunity to purchase some elk short ribs and do them up sous vide for a buddy of mine going hunting this weekend. I thought, well, man, what a great day to make a risotto, right? Because that's like one of the best fall dishes there is, with some beautiful short ribs, some mushrooms. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of get it going. I already have our chicken stock and our white wine warm. I like to do a 50-50. I like my risotto a little more on the white wine boozy side. I like to taste it, a little bit of white wine in there, as opposed to just putting a little pour in there. So to get started, guys, we're gonna take our little oil here and a little oil here. Get those going. We're going to start both of these pans with onion. As that's going, give it a little toss. A little toss. A little double action. You guys like that? Having fun today. So, guys, holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving's coming up. We are going to be doing our Thanksgiving meal specials. We're going to do meals for up to anywhere from 2 to groups of 12 or 16 or 18. You just buy more packages. But we're going to do smoked turkeys, all the fixins, and we'll get that information to you guys by next week, so you guys can make plans for that. Alright, as we get this stuff going, guys, we're going to add a little butter in here. So that's my favorite. Add a little butter in here. 1 pan's for the risotto, 1 pan's for the mushrooms. So, I like a lot of butter in my risotto, I'm just saying. As we get this butter melting, nice caramel color there. We got our butter melting here, as you guys can see. Looking good. So let me tell you about this elk short rib while we're waiting for this stuff to get going. These are beautiful domestic elk short ribs. We got them in 2-pound packs, so it's 2 racks a pack. We went ahead and took them and sous vide them for 72 hours. So I put a little salt, pepper, herbs, garlic, a little bit of butter in there, and then vacuum sealed them. If you don't have a fancy vacuum machine like restaurants do, you go ahead and use your food saver like I do. No shame in your game on that one. And we dropped them in a sous vide at 131, 132 for 72 hours. And just really kind of let them rock and roll in there, do their thing. And as you can see, they came out fully cooked, bones looking good, soft and tender. We're going to be searing those up in a cast iron pan just to kind of rewarm them and make them taste really good. Alright, so what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm toasting, after we sauteed our onions and garlic, melted our butter, I'm toasting the arborio rice. Now, what this does is it adds a beautiful nutty flavor, gives it a good deep rich color that's going to pair really well with a beautiful piece of red meat like we have here. As far as our mushroom pan, we're going to take our chanterelles and we're just going to hand tear them. I love a good chunky hand torn mushroom. Just throw those in there. Don't be shy. Nice big pieces, guys. Look at that. We're just going to let that kind of get going. Throw some smaller ones in there. Look at that. Oh yeah. Let that just kind of cook along. As you can see, the risotto is starting to get a nice toasted color. Now the secret to a good risotto is stirring and stirring a lot, but we can make this kind of quick if we keep the heat on high. So what you want to do is add a little bit of stock, let it cook and stir and cook and stir and add stock. Probably make this in about 15 minutes, you'd be surprised. So as we got this going, look at that, it's looking good. It's already starting to get some of that creamy texture that it's known for. Give our mushrooms a beautiful stir. Look at that. So, if you guys don't know, we got a lot going on here at Crest this week. We got the American Heart Association doing their Heart Fest with Robert Earl Keen up here on Sunday. I'm getting crazy with the food. I'm doing a cherry cola injected rosewood Wagyu brisket with some cheesy grits. So I got a local cheese, local cheddar wheel coming in today, a whole 18-pound wheel. I might use the whole thing, I don't know. We're doing that with some cheesy grits from Waco, Texas, and then we're doing a beautiful truffle slaw. Like a nice creamy truffle slaw to kind of cut the butteriness and the richness of that Wagyu beef. And we're pairing that with cocktails. Every course is a cocktail. We're fortunate enough to pair up with Beam Centauri. So they're donating all the liquor. So it's going to be a pretty fun time. You got 5 different chefs from all over the Metroplex coming up here to cook at Crest. It's going to be pretty exciting. So you guys see how this is looking? Creamy. Just rolling hard. Nice, beautiful. Let's get some more stock in there. Man, this is going to be good. I'm telling you what. I already can smell it. Now let's not forget to throw our bay leaves in there. These are fresh out of the Crest garden. And some beautiful thyme. Some fresh thyme. Okay, guys? This isn't chopped. This is just whole leaf. Just taken off the stem. As you guys can see, it's pretty beautiful. Let's just add that in, all of it. Some beautiful thyme. That fresh bay leaf is going to give it a nice, beautiful floral note. Look at that. All right. Man, these mushrooms are melting down. The butter, look at that. Can you guys see that? Woo. You gotta look at that, guys. Come on. That looks so good. Man, I don't know what we're doing, but we're killing it. All right, let's go ahead and get our short ribs seared off. Put a little oil in the pan. I like to use a beautiful smoking hot cast iron. Let's put a little salt and pepper on these. We under season them when we sous vide. So we'll just a little salt and pepper there. And then just get a pair of tongs, and we're just going to sear these off. Woo! That is what I'm talking about. That is hot, hot, hot. You guys see that? Who says you can't have fun in the kitchen? All right, guys, our risotto is really starting to come together here. We're almost ready to add a little bit more stock. Put this back on the flame. Get our mushrooms. We're really trying to manage all of our pans at once here, so everything kind of finishes all at the same time. So it's fresh and hot. A little more stock in there. Look at that going good. So let's talk about this Thanksgiving that we got going on. Like I said, we're going to do turkeys. Anywhere from 2, you'll feed 2 to 8 people. Any more than that, you just kind of add on to it. But we're going to do smoked turkeys. We're going to do some beautiful 8 to 14 pound birds, depending on how many you order for. You know, we're going to do all the sides, homemade stuffing, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, homemade cranberry orange relish, We'll throw some pie in there, whether you want pumpkin pie or apple pie. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but we'll figure it out. And we're going to have those available for sign up. So if you don't feel like cooking and you want world-class cuisine for you and your guests, you'll know where to find it. You can come up here to Crest and pick it up. Oh, look at that, guys. Man, I wish you guys could smell this here. Look at that. I'm going to just get a little bit of that. Get some of that, Kevin. Woo, look at that. That is good. Smelling good. Man. Who knew this would be so much fun? Our risotto's almost there. As you can see, it's getting nice and creamy. That rice is really starting to break down and give it that texture that it is so famous for. Look at that, guys. Can you guys see that on Instagram? Look at that. Just creamy, buttery goodness. That rice is soaking up all that beautiful flavor. Short ribs are working. We're almost ready to add our Parmesan cheese. Throw a little Parmesan cheese in there. Let's give a little taste test on this. Make sure that our rice is al dente. What that means is it's still going to have a little bit of crunch, but not too soft. Oh, that's it. We're ready, guys. We're going to add our Parmesan cheese. Look at this. I love cheese, so we're just going to add it all in there. Not even be sorry about it. Give that a couple stirs. Maybe a little bit more stock just to help it while we're waiting for our ribs to cook. Ooh, look at that. Can you guys see that? Look at that. Beautiful sear. Smelling good. Falling apart. Look at that juice just dripping out of those ribs, guys. What's great about this commercially available elk is that it's not as gamey as you would think it is. Right? It's raised more like a cow, so it eats a little cleaner. They can control its diet to where it eats more berries and nuts to kind of really help that flavor of that red meat to really just be dynamite. Alright guys, let's give this a couple more stirs. Go ahead and add our mushrooms in. All that mushroom buttery goodness. Ooh man, look at that. Guys, this is crazy. Look at that beautiful whole chanterelle mushrooms in there. So good. Let that get going. Pull our elk rib right out of here before it starts falling apart on me. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Look guys, I remembered my fork and knife today. So you better believe I'm going to be eating this on camera. Let's just take this and cut between the bones. Oh man, look at that. That looks pretty freaking good, if I do say so myself. Oh man. Does it get better than that? I don't know. I don't know. If it does, you call and tell me where I can find it. Look at that, it's falling right out of the bone. It doesn't even hold up. Look at this risotto coming together. Oh man. Y'all didn't know you could make risotto in 20 minutes, did you? But here we are, throwing it down. Let me get a spoon to serve this up in. Look at this, guys. Oh, jeez. Man, oh man. How did you get so lucky? That's all I want to know. Throw some of these short ribs up on there. Oh, forgot the best part. We got to take all the Brosin liquid, deglaze our pan with what was left in the sous vide bag. Just pour that right over the top. Oh, jeez. Look at that, guys. I don't know if you guys can smell this. I'm sure I'm going to have people coming down the hall all throughout the dealership asking me what I'm cooking. Look at that, guys. We'll throw a little fresh mushroom on there for garnish. Man, doesn't that look good? Well, guys, that's it for today. Beautiful risotto. Wonderful chanterelles. Right? This is my favorite part right here. Just a big old bite full of deliciousness. Man, I'm gonna be a pig. I'm gonna eat this whole thing. I don't even know if I'm gonna share it. Guys, I wish you all come down and try this elk. We're just gonna go to town on this. Absolutely incredible. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, next week we'll have more details on our Thanksgiving packages to go. I'll let y'all fill you in on how this weekend went with the Heart Fest. And let's get ready for holiday season and get rid of that summer bod. Thanks, guys. Tune in next week.